Hey, Scott Lara, the cruisegenius.com. This video is sponsored by GigSky. If you're looking for a low-cost data plan when you go on a cruise or you travel overseas, go to gigsky.com. Check out their plans, then email me, slara1961@gmail.com. I'll give you a super secret link and promo code for 10% off your GigSky account. MSC Seashore. My wife and I just returned yesterday, Sunday, November 3rd, from a 7-day cruise on the MSC Seashore that had left Port Canaveral. We went to Costa Maya and we went to Cozumel. I'm glad we went this past week instead of this coming week. Looks like there's some bad weather heading this way. So let me briefly give you a quick review. Now, this is the third time I've been on the seashore, and I will tell you, this is the best time yet. I was on about a year ago. And then I was on in August with my grandsons, my wife, and my daughter, my son-in-law. And then my wife and I just went here October 27th through October 3rd. Let's start with parking. My wife and I drove down from Jacksonville, and we left around 9, and we got there about 11:15 or so. And we always park at Port Parking Space. It's right close, to all the terminals. And of course, the seashore's at Terminal 10. It's about a 5-minute ride. But Port Parking Space, they have EV charging for free. So if you got an EV, you just pull in, plug in, you're off to the races. Your car is charging while you are gone. And of course, it's safe, it's convenient, it's clean. The vans are air conditioned, very clean vans and buses. When you pull into Port Parking Space, the guys are right there, getting your luggage off, putting it back in your car. Just 110% amazing. Port Parking Space. And check them out, and you will love it. They have great discounts. They have military discounts and other discounts. So check them out, Port Parking Space. Now, the rock I'm going to throw is, I was a little saddened, I guess. I was a little upset, because on our boarding pass it said 12 o'clock. So I'm thinking, okay, great, our boarding time is 12 o'clock, that's pretty good. And I wasn't expecting a line a mile long, because everybody's not boarding at 12. Granted, there's like 5,000 people getting on the ship, but certainly not 1,000 or 2,000 getting on at the same time. That's why they have these boarding times, right? 11:30, 12, 12:30, 1, 1:30 to stagger it. Well, we get there around about 11:30 to Terminal 10, and there's a line a mile long. And I did a video on it. And embarkation and debarkation are the two major stress points, I think, on any cruise. But again, I understand you have to pack your patience. So as we got closer, and it took about 20 minutes from standing in line, going through security, getting checked in, even though we had fast boarding, took 20 minutes from getting out of the van to stepping on the ship. And I know, like on Celebrity Reflection, it was even quicker than, it was like 5 minutes. But anyway, I asked one of the staff there, "Oh, it's open boarding. It's open boarding." What's open boarding mean? Well, it doesn't matter what it says on your boarding pass. Come one, come all. It's like, well, then why in God's name is there a thing on the boarding pass that says 12 o'clock if it's come one, come all? Now, I get it, right? People flying in, they fly in early, they may have a 12 o'clock boarding time. What you got to do from 9:30 till 1 or 9:30 till 2? Take a tour of the city, drive around, get a couple drinks. I get it. But listen, if that's the way it is, then just take the boarding time off the form, off your boarding pass. Come one, come all. Open boarding, come. We greet you with open arms. But no. So that kind of upset me there. So anyway, thank God it wasn't raining, because you're kind of outside. Thank God it wasn't 110 degrees like in July, because that wouldn't have been fun. And so we waited in this line. It moved relatively quickly, I guess. Go up the escalator there, Terminal 10. Got through security really quick. I think they need to do a little more training, though, with the security people there, because look. I mean, okay, come on, let's go. And then we get in, and it was like he just went through that little line, went up to station number 25, and the gentleman there was very kind. Look again, look at the passport, look. And then, okay, go ahead. And we got on the ship. Now, the good thing, the one thing I will say, we probably stepped on the ship around 12:15, I guess. The cabins were ready. Now, of course, on everything you read, it says cabin's not ready till 1 or cabin's not ready till 2. Now, on Carnival, if you were like VIFP, like whatever level, like I'm Platinum, you can drop off your bags in the cabin, but you gotta go, run, get away, they're still cleaning. Okay, got it. Well, we got on board and the cabin was pretty much done, and our stateroom attendant, Karina, Scott, Mr. Scott, Miss Marty, stay, everything is fine, I'll touch it up. And there wasn't this hyperactive, just drop off your bag and get out. Our people are still working, they're still cleaning. Get out, run. All right, so anyway, we were able to stay in the cabin. We had a balcony cabin, 14266, which is like 7 cabins until after the ship. So we were pretty far aft. And here's one of the hidden gems that people ask on Facebook groups all the time. They buy their cruise at Costco or they buy their cruise online, but those people don't have the hidden gems that people jump on Facebook groups asking for. Well, I'll give it to you for free. The hidden gem on the MSC Seashore are those 2 glass elevators at the very back of the ship. They go from deck 18 down to deck 8. So you can stop at deck 16 at the Lido deck, or they call it the marketplace, or you can go down all the way down to 8, where the infinity pool is. Now you can't go all the way down to 5, but at least it's from 8 to 18. And those are the hidden, and I planned it out this way. Number one, I'm glad I was on that starboard side of the ship, because the starboard side of the ship, when you pull into Ocean Cay, most times that's the side of the ship facing Ocean Cay. So it's a nice view, right? And so being there was great. 14266, a deluxe balcony cabin. So we're on the ship, and of course, what's the first thing you're going to do? Muster drill. Now, as soon as I found out it was and I think it was, I forget which lounge it was in, I'll remember in a minute. I immediately went to the phone in the cabin and dialed, I forget what, 881 or whatever the number was, to register that we watched the video. And then Marty and I went down to the muster station, and I really wish they would post the muster stations online so people could see them ahead of time. But I didn't know the muster station until I got my card key. Was mine. And we went to the muster station. The gentleman click, with the barcode, and we were good to go. Just get the muster drill out of the way. It makes life a lot easier, and then you don't have to worry about the constant announcements, Get to your muster station. Oh, we can't sail. Well, Reverend Dr. E was our cruise director, and what an amazing entertainer, what an amazing friend. I've known him for years. He used to be on Carnival. And MSC, I've got to tell you, pay that guy double. He is friendly, he's accessible. He's not just hiding like a lot of cruise directors are, going in the inner bowels of the ship and you never see him. He's accessible. You can talk to him. He'll take pictures with you. He's one of the kindest cruise directors the only other cruise director I could think of that even comes up to his level was Jamie D, who was on Carnival. Love her. She created the military appreciation event on Carnival, and I think she's working with Holland America now. But Reverend Dr. E, amazing guy. And so, of course, after we did the muster drill, we went to the Lido deck, had some food, and sailed away. The seas were great. The weather was great. Because as you remember, the last time we were on the seashore back in August, for the safety of the crew, for the safety of the passengers, death and destruction, wind and rain, we can't go to Ocean Cay. And I was fit to be tied because I thought we could have made it. I'm a Navy veteran. I know I'm not the captain, I'm not the master of the vessel, but the weather looked good to me from everything I saw, but we weren't able to make it. And I really wanted to go because of my 2 grandsons, but that's in the past. We were able to make it to Ocean Cay. We left on Sunday. We got there Monday morning, I don't know, 8, 9 in the morning. And I rented a umbrella ahead of time, so it was only $19 instead of $29 if you rent it there on the island. And there are several beaches you can go to. I think we went to the South Beach. Close to bathrooms, close to the snack shack, close to the food. And it was kind of further away. We took the tram over there because most people get off the ship, they hang a left, and they're over there at the Lighthouse Beach because it's so close to the ship, and I get that. But the best part about Ocean Cay was that we spent the night there and we woke up there and we didn't leave till 4 o'clock the next day. Now, MSC, I understand why you do it. You're saving gas. And I think that's a great thing. You know, you're not putting around, burning up gas, and people are able to enjoy the island. So thank you. We did enjoy Ocean Cay this time. My wife loved it. The staff on the island were nice. Everybody was great. And they're doing a lot of improvements to Ocean Cay. And there was a rumor that they may be building a water park. That's not confirmed. But I think what is true is they're extending or they're making another pier so they can get 2 ships in there at one time. And I understand that. I'm just like, you know, with Bimini, there's only 1 ship at a time, which makes it kind of nice. But if MSC is building a second pier or extending the pier so 2 ships can be in there, they need to think it over really hard because you got to make sure you have enough bars and lounges and enough food venues there to take care of it, and I think they are doing that. But I do have to applaud MSC and the family that owns it, the flora, the fauna, the everything about it. You know, the coral, the reef, the fish, the bird, the dolphin. I think that's great what they're doing because I think, from what I understand, Ocean Cay was just an island of dirt and sand and salt, and they built up a nice place there. So then our next stop, I think we had a sea day, and then we went to Costa Maya. We didn't even get off the ship because Costa Maya is kind of small, and there are some things to do there, but you know, nothing to write home about. Then we went to Cozumel, and I reached out to Panda Tours, and Panda gave us a tour around the island, and really had a good time, learned about the culture, saw some churches. We opted not to do a couple things, like we didn't end up going to the beach and ended up not going to the Mayan experience because I only wanted to kind of get a taste of it for my reporting. But if you're going there, yes, I understand you book with the cruise ship, they guarantee you get back to the ship on time, but Panda Tours, they're in Cozumel. Check them out. Tell Panda that Scott Lara, the cruise genius, sent you. He'll give you a great tour. He has connections with everybody if you want to go dolphins, the boats, whatever you want to do. Panda Tours. And then, basically sail back to Jacksonville, sail back to Port Canaveral. And disembarkation was a lot quicker. I mean, we were, like I said, we were on deck 14, so we had baggage tag 16, and we got off the ship like 9:30, and then port parking space, the van was right there, took us back, started the car, and got back to Jacksonville in about 2.5 hours. So let me do a quick, Scott's numbers here. Embarkation on a scale of 1 to 10, a 1. The crew, I gotta give them an 8. And the only reason I give them an 8 was that at main dining dinner, it was a little bit slow. And I don't know if they're understaffed or what the deal was, but we sit down at the main dining, and it took a little while for the gentleman to come over. It took a little longer to get the water. It took a long time to get get started. And so I really think they're understaffed. And I think they were doing the best they could with the staff they had. Okay, so the food, got to give that an 8. The food is getting better. I mean, this is the 3rd time I've been on Seashore, and the food is better. I could feel it, I could taste it, I could see it. I talked to several of the senior staff there, and I told them I really think the food was getting better, because we all know the reviews, we've all read them. The biggest complaint is the food, and they're doing better about that. The Marketplace buffet was better, and the dining room food was better, but the service was slow. I'll just say that. Would I sail on MSC Seashore again every day of the week? I would take my wife, I'd take my grandkids. I'd go on MSC Seashore any day of the week. Love the ship. Again, everyone says, the ship. Yes, the ship. It's 3 years old. It's relatively new. Lots of fun things to do. The shows, the this, the that. And the pizza. If one more person says how great the pizza is, YouTube, we all understand how great the pizza is. But MSC, I really wish you would do more free food options like Guy's Burgers and stuff like that. Now, granted, you got Hola Tacos, but again, what is it, $17.99 for all you can eat or a la carte. But I think that's one thing that MSC really misses is other free food options. Everyone loves Guy's Burgers, and if they could partner with some kind of a celebrity chef or something to have more free food options, I think that'd be great. Yeah, they have movies up there on deck 18. The bar staff was good. The bar staff was very friendly, very kind. So just in review, I really enjoy the MSC Seashore. I think they're doing a great job. I think there's room for improvement. I think it's great for families, for kids, for solos, for couples. I will tell you that jungle pool lounge is the place to be. It really is. It's quieter. It's got that dome on top that opens and closes. So in case it's raining, sleeting, snowing, rain, fire, dust. That's an enclosed area that the temperature is perfect. You're close to bathrooms, you're close to food, and there's lots of chairs there. So the Jungle Pool Lounge, I think, is the place to go. Really, it's good. Scott Lara, thecruisegenius.com. Let me just remind you, gigsky.com, check them out. Check out Panda Tours in Cozumel. Check out a port parking space in Port Canaveral. Scott Lara, thecruisegenius.com. If you have any questions, email me, slara1961@gmail.com. Let me book your next cruise, and I'll tell you the hidden gems. Have a great one.